From supplementary list, item number 1.
What's the other one? You have a copy of the 16th report? No.
Yes. No, my lord. We have not.
This is the copy.
Yes, the Pataki report. Yes.
How is the disposal going on, Mr. Advocate?
Your Lordship, we have demolished 39 coke-oven plants in West Khasi Hill, my lord.
Yes.
And in Hill, we have demolished 5. In the meantime, the coke-oven plants, Honour my lord, have approached the Honourable Supreme Court, and there are some stay order passed by the Honourable
Yes, there is a
Supreme Court.
stay, but there is the stay is temporary. What the Supreme Court has said is that there should be no operations at all.
Yes, we have sealed it, my lord.
You go ahead and ensure that there is no operation at all. Now, what
Yes,
about the persons behind it? Have you got to
Yes, Lord. Yes, we have, in fact, we arrested 7 of them, my lord, and we have moved the, after 41A notice, my lord, 41A5 notice, we have approached the district and session judge, the designated special court, for moving NBW so that we can go for 81 and 82 proceeding for attachment of their properties, my lord.
Very
But
well.
recently, my lord, on
Very
7th,
well.
my lord,
But
there is a order.
their law will take its own course. And
Yes, sir.
what about the disposal of the previous coal?
Your lordship, the last auction is 5 lakh and odd metric ton, my lord. That is the figure. 5,95,000 metric ton, my lord, is going to be ended. So the entire auction, the entire coal will be auctioned by the end of this month, my lord, by August, by MSTC, my lord.
Very good. And what about checking illegal transportation?
That is going on, my lord. We are taking all necessary steps, and wherever we find or something comes to our notice, we take action, my lord, immediately, my lord. One more submission, my lord. On 7th, there is an order passed which we received yesterday. SP has received yesterday only by Honorable Supreme Court, where Honorable Supreme Court has observed that the anticipatory bail application of these persons will be taken up by the Honorable Court with full bench, my lord. And my lord, and then a stay has been granted for arrest for 2 weeks, my lord, for them, my lord.
Very well. That whenever those matters come, we'll take them up.
Yes, sir.
Where is, what about at the land custom stations, Dr. Mozika? Are there some extra protocol, or since it appeared that the union and the state were not on the same page, so to say, and there were material that the state had suppressed from us, has the union taken, is the union taking extra caution to ensure where this supplies are from?
But as far as past, as I submitted on last occasion, my lord, the state government had certified, my lord, that those were the coal from originating outside the state of Meghalaya.
Mr. Advocate, we will
Yes,
hold
sir.
you responsible for all
Yes, sir.
certification, because
Yes, sir.
if we find that you have certified the coal
Yes, sir.
to be from elsewhere without
Yes, sir.
verification,
Yes, sir.
then there will be hell to pay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are
All right?
absolutely. Yes,
Because
sir.
we have relied on you. We have not required any central agency. We have not appointed the CBI. But
Yes, sir.
we are relying on you to take steps.
Yes, sir.
And
And
if we
Justice
find that you are not doing that,
yes, sir. Justice Kataki is also monitoring all these aspects on
yes.
day-to-day
So
basis.
there is this report, 16th report, which has been filed by Justice Kataki, and we'll give you a copy of this report, and then we'll keep the matter, so that
Yes,
whenever we keep it next week,
Yes,
if
sir.
anticipatory bail applications have been filed, then they can also come up before this bench.
Yes, sir.
Any of the petitioners?
I am appearing in item number 3, Your Lordship.
Yes.
My lord, in fact, on 7th, as my lord Advocate General has rightly pointed out, Honorable Apex Court observed that my lord, the anticipatory bail of the king, it should be, they should approach my lord first full bench, your lordship.
Yes, that's all right. We've seen that. So
My
whenever
lord,
they come, we'll look at it.
my lord, regarding my lord 16th interim report, my lord, that copy may be given to
Yes,
us.
yes, it will be given to everybody. And that's why we say that, after you see that report, all of you, point-wise, on the several aspects, you then apprise us, then the government can also take notice, we can also pass effective orders.
True, your lordship.
Yes.
My lord, I'm for petitioner number 2, my lord. London Advocate General has apprised this honorable court in the other issues in coke plant, my lord, but I am not in coke plant. I'm only in coal, extraction of illegal coal, in transportation and exporting of that illegal coal, my lord. Now, London Advocate General has not pointed out anything, my lord. The officers who was involved, what action has been taken against those officers, my lord? It is very apparent on the face of the report, my lord. The officers in hand in gloves with Jaima, my lord, it was allowed, the coal was allowed to be exported, my lord. Recently, I have brought a footage where my lord has seen 20,000 metric ton of coal. Now they have said that they have seized those coal, my lord. Earlier, those coal was allowed to be exported.
We'll provide for that. But go through the report.
My lord.
Let's not do it, let's not have duplication, because the report takes an overall view.
No, only thing is this, my lord. What is our concern is this, my lord. These things, businessmen will come and go, my lord. Officers will remain. And if they are not pinned down, my lord, these things will keep on repeating, my lord. That is our concern, my lord.
Let us see what we can do. The state has to cooperate. If the state does not cooperate, up to a point, we'll give them a long rope. After that, we'll have to get external agencies.
Because the statement which they are making, my lord, that there is no illegal coke extraction, my lord, or mining, my lord, that is not
They
correct.
are not making that case. They're really not making that case. What they're saying is they are trying to arrest it to the extent possible. What they are culpable of, guilty of, is not stopping the illegal transportation. Mining, people do it at the back of their house, people do it in the middle of nowhere. They can really not go beyond a point.
That may not be correct exactly. 80% I agree with, my lord, but 20%, my lord, it is so with the highway also.
But if they can stop the transportation,
My lord.
then there will be no supply. If there is no demand, then there will be no supply. So that is what we are trying to check.
My lord.
But there are, as you know, there must be important people involved,
Yes, my lord.
because the material that has come out of that, the death of that policeman in Patarkama,
Yes.
is that there are registers maintained, there are fixed rates at various levels. At the BDO level, there's a fixed rate. At the OC level, there's another rate. And there are registers maintained in respect of all of that.
And an innocent person has to take his own life or he was murdered.
Whatever, that is something that we'll go into. Yes, those are matters that we are not taking into account today, because the
Yes, sir.
report is not available with you, but we will look at all of that.
Yes, sir.
It's an overall impact.
With you. Yes, sir.
May I say something, my lord? If your
Yes.
lordship permit? In fact, there is another aspect of the matter, is, my lord, a number of industries, my lord,
Yes,
they are running in the state of Meghalaya.
yes.
They are using, my lord, since after 2014, my lord, illegal coal. They are taking subsidy, my lord, thousands of crore, your lordship. That aspect has not been, my lord, it is required to be, my lord, because, my lord, those industries are based on, my lord, coal. And they subsidy, so far subsidy part
Very
is
well.
concerned, my lord,
Very well.
transport system.
We'll refer to it.
My lord.
The several matters are taken up together pertaining to the illegal mining of coal, the operation of illegal coke plants, the transportation of illegally mined coal, the export of the illegally mined coal in the state by fabricating documents to claim the coal to be the coal to have been extracted in some other state, and the disposal of the previously mined coal pursuant to the earlier orders of the National Green Tribunal and the Supreme Court. Full stop. Paragraph at the outset, comma, two developments need to be recorded. Full stop. By an order dated July 10, 2023, in SLP bracket civil, diary number 24481/2023, the Supreme Court has stated the operation of the orders impugned in the relevant petitions passed by this court on March 13, 2023, March 20, 2023, and April 12, 2023. Full stop. The order was passed on the union's plea regarding a proposal by this court to deploy the Central Armed Police Forces for the purpose of ensuring compliance with previous orders of the Supreme Court prohibiting the mining of coal in this state otherwise than in accordance with law. Full stop. It was perceived at that time by this court that it was necessary to deploy the Central Reserve Police Force to check the illegal transportation of the illegally mined coal, since the state government, despite orders having been passed for over a year by this court, had not taken any meaningful steps in such regard. Paragraph. However, it must be pointed out that no order was in fact passed for deployment of CRPF. Only inquiries were made for the CRPF to come and inform the court as to the feasibility of deploying its personnel. Full stop. No order was passed for deployment, nor was any direction in such regard issued. Full stop. Paragraph. The second recent development pertains to orders passed by the Deputy Commissioner of East and West for the demolition of illegal coke plants that had been operating without any consent to establish or consent to operate in terms of the relevant statute. Full stop. On an application filed by one of the illegal coke plants, this court refused to interfere with the order of demolition passed by the relevant deputy commissioner on the ground that the use of illegally mined coal in the state was rampant, and unless punitive measures were taken, such illegal activity, in direct contravention of orders of the Supreme Court, would continue unabated. Full stop. Paragraph. Indeed, the provisions of the relevant statutes were interpreted to imply that an entity first needed a consent to establish a plant, and upon establishing the plant pursuant to the consent and the conditions set down therefore, it had to further obtain a permission further obtain a consent to operate, whereupon certain other conditions could be imposed, and the entity had to comply with such additional conditions. Full stop. The scheme of the Act was read by this court to imply that without the conditions being indicated by the appropriate authority in the consent to establish, an entity could not willy-nilly establish a plant of its own design upon merely applying for a consent to establish. Full stop. However, some such question is pending consideration before the Supreme Court in the appropriate matter. Full stop. Though the order of the Supreme Court staying the demolition in terms of the though the order of the Supreme Court dated August 7, 2023, staying the demolition of illegal coke plants in terms of the order passed by the Deputy Commissioner of West Khasi Hills District, is in place, it must also be noticed that the relevant Deputy Commissioner has been given the liberty to seal the coke plants premises to ensure that such plants remain non-operational. Full stop. Paragraph. The petitioners in these present matters submit that the kingpins operating the kingpins running the illegal coal mining industry roam around freely while some foot soldiers may have been proceeded against by the state, for obvious reasons. Learned Advocate General, however, labors to suggest that the real persons have been hunted down or are being proceeded against, and the state has taken serious steps in such regard in conjunction with the Assam police, since several of the kingpins may be operating from out of state. Full stop. Some of the petitioners suggest that the illegal transportation has not been checked at all, and in an unconnected matter pertaining to overladen goods vehicles plying on the state and national highways in Meghalaya, it has been discovered that there are too few way bridges and almost no way pads to monitor the weight carried by goods vehicles. Full stop. Though such matter pertains to the condition of the roads as a result of overladen goods vehicles plying freely without any checks, the overloading aspect is intricately connected with the illegal transportation of coal. Full stop. It is hoped that in terms of the directions issued in the relevant matter, the 23 way bridges are functional in the state and way pads have been installed in other places to conduct surprise checks. Full stop. Paragraph. There is a suggestion by the petitioner in one of these matters that apart from the flourishing illegal coke industry, several other industries are operating which use the illegally mined coal, to the knowledge of the state, but no action has been taken against the same. Full stop. If such is the case, it is hoped that the state is mindful of the same and takes appropriate action in such regard. Paragraph. As to the disposal of the previously mined coal, Learned Advocate General assures the court that the schedule which had been furnished to the court is being adhered to. The state also submits that several of the illegal coke plants in West Khasi Hills had already been demolished before the Supreme Court order was passed on August 7, 2023. Full stop. The state says that 37 illegal coke plants have been demolished in the East Khasi Hills district, which is not how much? Please unmute yourself. Mr. Advocate, please unmute yourself.
Milord, 39 in West Khasi Hill and 5 in East Jantia Hill, Milord.
39 in West Khasi. 39, 5 have been demolished in East Jantia Hills and 39 illegal coke plants have been demolished in the West Khasi Hills. Full stop. The Supreme Court order, comma, as is apparent, comma, is confined to the order passed by the Deputy Commissioner in the West Khasi Hills district. Full stop.
And also in East, my lord, both orders are there. In East Jantia Hill also, my lord. Both
In
orders are there.
the west, where? East and West Delta Hills. East and West
East
Delta Hills, not Khasi Hills. Oh, East Delta Hills and West Khasi Hills. No, it's in respect of West Delta Hills.
Earlier order is in respect of, my lord, East
Oh,
Jantia
very
Hill.
well.
That is
Anyway, then delete the last line. Paragraph. A 16th interim report has been filed by Justice B.P. Kataki, retired, who has been appointed by this court to oversee the disposal of the previously illegally mined coal and the compliance with the orders passed by the National Green Tribunal and the Supreme Court prohibiting unscientific mining of coal in the state. Full stop. Copies of such reports may be obtained by any of the parties hereto from the officer of this court. Full stop. There are several observations, some of them not very complimentary of the state and the actions taken. Full stop. The state, comma, in particular, comma, will respond to such observations by way of an affidavit to be filed by who's been doing it? Industry Secretary.
mining secretary, my lord, secretary.
The mining secretary, by the secretary in the Department of Mining. Full stop. Anything else? Yeah, that we'll take it to. There is also a report dated August 7, 2023, filed by the state. Full stop. Copies of such reports be circulated to all the other parties. Full stop. In the matter pertaining to the illegal transportation of coal, comma, the petitioner says that notwithstanding the state pretending to move against the kingpins in the illegal coal industry, comma, the government officials who have been hand in glove with the masterminds have not been proceeded against. Full stop. There are documents on record which, comma, prima facie, comma, reveal the nexus between a section of state government officials and those running the illegal coal industry and the transportation of illegal coal. Full stop. Unless the state addresses the issue at its doorsteps and within its home, comma, the larger melees cannot be tackled. Full stop. The matter will appear 10 days hence to enable the state and the parties to respond to Justice Kataki's latest report, paragraph, let a further ad hoc amount of rupees 3 lakh be paid to Justice Kataki, in addition to the secretarial and secretarial allowance and expenses actually incurred. Wait, hold on, because this actually will put the must over there. Okay. Yes, both 16th report and the state's report will be circulated to all. The main order in original with our signature will be in the top file. Photocopies of this order bearing the photocopies of our signatures will be in all other files. And this will be a common order pertaining to all matters.
Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From the main list, item number 1.
This is the airport matter, my lord.
Yes.
And then
My lord, there are some developments, my lord. Developments in the sense, my lord, the Airports Authority of India, Union Civil Aviation Ministry and State Government have agreed for a LIDAR survey, my lord. That is some remote sensing latest technology survey, my lord, which to explore the possibility, my lord, of expansion of
Umiam.
Umiam, my lord. So, my lord, for that purpose, state has written to us, my lord, and this is a very highly technical survey, my lord. For this, and this will be outsourced. So, Airports Authority requires at least 6 months' time, my lord.
Very well. The Airports Authority reports that at the initiative of the state and in conjunction with the Union Ministry of Civil Aviation, a sophisticated survey of the area around Umrah Airport is proposed to be conducted to ascertain the extent to which the existing facilities can be extended and whether it may at all be feasible for wider bodied aircraft than ATRs and
bombardiers.
bombardiers to operate from the airport. Paragraph. According to the airports, according to the, it's now AAFI or AFI, AAI.
AAI,
According to, previously it used to be IAAI.
International Airports Authority, would you mind?
Yes, and that's the case also. The famous Supreme Court case, the International Airports Authority. No, Airports Authority, sorry. There were two. There was one for the domestic ones and one for the international ones. According to AI, what is that called? Leader.
This is called, my lord,
Just give us the name, we want to incorporate it also.
light detection and ranging. Capital L, small I, my lord. Then DAR, all capital L. Leader.
The leader, LIDAR,
I is small,
I is small, and then DAR capital.
my lord.
Then L, capital L, small I, capital DAR.
It's a light detection and ranging survey, my lord. Light detection.
Bracket, light detection and ranging, bracket closed, survey will, probably, have to be outsourced.
My lord.
And the AI is taking appropriate steps in such regard. Full stop. Paragraph, since this is a positive development and the state has made its intention clear, not only for one or more bigger airports, but also to be able to have international airports within the state, it is hoped that all concerned explore the possibilities to ensure that with the latest technology, an airport befitting a state, with international connections, may be available in Meghalaya. Apart from anything else, the colossal loss occasioned to the nation for the travel between Guwahati and Shillong may be cut down if a bigger airport is available closer to Shillong. Paragraph, let the matter appear 10 weeks hence for the parties to report on the
This would require
progress.
at least 6 months' time, my lord.
At least we'll find out whether you've done something or not.
My lord.
After that, you take another 6 months to conduct it, but at least tenders have been floated.
My lord. But only one aspect, state, I think they'll cooperate. Well, they have to pay the cost and advance deposit. So that is between, they're dealing with that, my lord.
That's not for us to record, that naturally.
Let them submit their course of the
No, you have to take the initiative, sir. They will not.
lordship. Then
They will sit tight. It's in your interest that you need it.
will cooperate.
Yes.
All right.
But please also remember that this is the Northeast where you have more of a moral obligation to develop.
My lord, for that, my lord, there are certain procedural things. They should immediately respond whatever is required, my lord.
Every time if you are like Shylock, then all these places which have not developed will never develop.
But that is not the idea. Well, the things have to move as per their own procedure. The state will cooperate in that one.
Yes.
Item number 3.
Much.
Lord, in this case, the authority of the district council is under challenge, under which they issue patta for the claim land of the Garo people. Lord. The large number of area of the Garo Hills is a claim land, my lord. It is not the land of the district council or the state government, my lord. So when a patta is issued, it presupposes that the land belongs to the district council, my lord.
Yes, whoever is the owner issues the patta.
Yes. So district council is not the owner, but they are issuing the land. And they are exercising this authority under the Assam Land Revenue Regulation, which they say they have adopted. Whereas the district council constitution nowhere provides with the power to the district council to adopt any law from anywhere. Unlike Section 79 of Assam Northeast Reorganization Act, which provides for the power to adopt to the newly constituted state within 2 years of the loss of the parent state pilot.
So you are the Council of Nokmas.
Yes, madam. Of the council of Nokmas.
That is an association.
Association of Nokmas who are the landholders, who are the owner of the land. And once a patta is issued, my lord, there is a provision in clause
Now,
7.
before filing the writ,
Yes, my lord.
have you made a representation to the district council?
Several
It
occasions.
would be the Garo Hills District Council.
Yes, that was district. On several occasions, they met, they took a delegation to them, they discussed.
No, where is the representation and the rejection of a representation?
So, no, such rejection was never there.
There is no.
In fact, we have invited them, my lord. They have
Yes.
not turned up, my lord. They have not turned up. We have invited them. In fact.
After filing of the.
No. You see, in a writ petition, there has to be a representation, and the failure of the representation that you come to the writ court.
Yes.
Where is that?
It's not there, my lord.
Rejection is not there, my lord. But several
Where have
delegations.
you pleaded that any representation would be an empty and idle formality? That is a precondition to invoking 226.
Yes.
You cannot come straight away with 226 without seeking justice. You have to make an appeal for justice. Without that, you can't come under 226.
And there is no such representation which has been.
That's why there is pleading.
So no such pleading is there, my lord, about the representation.
Anyway, now that they're here and it's a question of you tell us where.
My lord.
Here
Here,
is your authority.
my lord, we are under.
You filed an affidavit.
We have filed an affidavit, but
In the affidavit, have you disclosed your authority? This is a matter of Where is your authority?
My lord, yes.
And have you disclosed your authority?
Yes, my lord, I will disclose.
Where is that?
My lord.
Show us from your affidavit. Authority does not come from the statements in an affidavit. It comes from documents.
Is the constitution, my
Show
lord?
us the document from which your authority is derived.
My lord. My lord, we kindly see para 8, my lord, of the 6th schedule to the Constitution of India.
Para 8. To 17.
If I am permitted to read, my lord, power to assist and collect land revenue and to impose tax. The regional council for an autonomous region in respect of all land, which such region and the district council for an autonomous district in respect of all land within the district except those which are in the area under the authority of the regional council, if any, within the district shall have the power to assess and collect revenue in respect of such land in accordance with the principle for the time being followed.
So what was the principle that was being followed?
Assam Land Revenue Regulation, my lord. We have followed that, my lord.
Throughout you've been giving patta and getting revenue.
Yes, my lord. From 1954, we are doing that. But on the basis of their documents only, we are issuing the patta, my lord. They is to give the NOC, my lord. On the basis of that NOC, because we are the record holder, my lord. We maintain the record only, my lord. And we take small amount, my lord, for maintaining that record. And they are the one who is giving the NOC for issuing the patta. It's not directly they can come, my lord.
But then that shows that you do not have complete authority. If you had complete authority, you would not need their NOC.
My lord, because it is they who is selling the plot to different identities, my lord. Then they come, my lord, to us with their NOC.
They come, who comes to you? The buyer or the
buyer? The buyer, they come and it is the NOCMA who sell it, my lord. They give NOC that we have told it and we have not.
That is what I expect. But his submission is that
my lord,
you are giving patta.
My lord.
Patta is not sale.
Patta is not sale.
Patta is a license.
Yes.
License to do a certain thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And who gives license? The licensor is the owner. Either de facto owner or de jure owner. And the licensee has the leave to use the land in accordance with the license. His challenge is that how are you issuing patta? In respect of transfer, it's a different matter. How are you issuing patta when you may not be the owner of the land? This does not give you authority. It gives you authority to collect land revenue and impose tax.
Yes.
And it says, for the time with the principles for the time being followed.
Yes.
Now, the principle throughout has been, as far as this region is concerned,
yes,
6th schedule is general.
Yes, yes.
It's not particular to the state of Meghalaya.
Yes.
Now, if the practice has been that the clans are the owners of the land,
yes,
then this provision in the 6th schedule does not help you.
On that,
so you have to trace the history.
My lord, we have to trace the history, my lord. I'll pray for some time. I will address on this issue, my lord, on the next day. I will take the instruction, proper instruction, then I will address this point.
Whatever you can't take them by surprise, we'll give you a right to use a further affidavit, a supplementary affidavit. Give them an advance copy so that they know what they have to, because you have to, rights like these are not traced to orally. They have to be traced to some customs, something, because over here, this says, according to the practice that was being followed.
Yes, but no patta, my lord, on record, my lord, no patta has been issued without their NOC. It is they who say that this land has been sold, so we just maintain the record, my lord.
Sale is not patta.
No, we are not giving them the sale deed, my lord. We are issuing the pattas we maintain the record, my lord. If, my lord, we kindly come to para 24 of the writ petition, my lord. Para 24, my lord, page 12 of the writ petition, sir.
Yes.
That despite the aforesaid legal position of the district council started issuing patta in respect of Aking land with a view to give it a legal color, they cautioned the NOCMA to issue an NOC. No, my lord, that is not a correct position, my lord. It is they themselves, they sell it, my lord. We're just maintaining the record.
Anyway, you have to establish your right to give patta.
I'll pray for 4 weeks' time if my lord may kindly grant me 4 weeks' time.
The issue raised by the Council of NOCMAs is that the Garo Hills District Council does not own any land to be entitled to issue any patta in favor of any person, whether with or without any no objection issued by the relevant NOCMA. Full stop. The relevant district council traces its authority to paragraph 8 in the 6th schedule to the Constitution. Full stop. However, such provision refers to open court in accordance with the principles for the time being followed, close quote, which implies that the authority in such regard ought to have existed for it to have been continued by the 6th schedule, and the origin of the authority cannot be traced, may not be traced to the 6th schedule paragraph. Since the district council seeks time, let the matter stand over for 4 weeks, the district council is given liberty to file a supplementary affidavit within 3 weeks from date to clearly indicate, with appropriate documents, its authority as owner of the land, since the petitioners claim that it is the clans who are the owners of the land and not the district council. Full stop. A copy of such affidavit should be made over to advocate for the petitioners within 3 weeks, so that a rejoinder thereto, if any, may be used before the matter appears next. Full stop. Give it a date, 4 weeks hence.
Item number 3.
May it please, Lordship.
Yes, sir.
Lordship, this
It's the
was
same challenge, my lord.
This is a
Same challenge, but they are yet to file their rejoinder.
Very well.
I pray for 2 weeks' time, Lordship.
In view of the order passed in the earlier matter, where the issue involved may be the same, the district council is permitted 3 weeks to file its supplementary affidavit, in addition to the affidavit already filed, whereupon the petitioner will have 1 week to file its common affidavit in reply.
2 weeks, my
The
lord.
matter will appear 4 weeks hence. Yes.
Item number 4.
I will apply.
Yes. All of them.
4, 5, 6.
Yes. In view of the embarrassment of one of us, bracket, Bhattacharya J, let this matter be placed before another division bench. Same order in all 3 matters.
Apply.
Justice Dingdo and I will hear it. Probably we'll keep it after about 8 or 10 days. Not next week, but the week thereafter. Paper books are ready?
Yes, ready.
Very good.
On the minutes, item number 1.
Yes.
In speech, Lordship. Lordship, we are supposed to file an affidavit, Lordship. I am praying a 2 days time, Lordship, to file the affidavit in respect of the
Affidavit in reply.
affidavit in reply.
Waiting for more than a month
Lordship, 2 days ago.
since the petitioner seeks. Where is the other side? A week's time to file the affidavit in reply, such request is acceded to. The matter will appear a fortnight hence, paragraph. Since the respondents are not represented, advocate for the petitioner should communicate this order to advocate for the respondents.
Lordship.
And give it a date of fortnight hence.